Hello and welcome to That House United, the one stop for everything Manchester United. It is a Sunday, the start of a new week, and we're going to talk about everything we expect to happen in the coming week, plus all the news coming out today concerning Manchester United. Stay tuned for everything. Starting with the Delete and Mazraoui deals, Fabrizio Romano has this to say about those two players. He says talks are ongoing over the signings of Mazraoui and Delete. The players are waiting for United. It all depends on Wan Bissaka. And for Wan Bissaka, we got the news that says Wan Bissaka is expected to join West Ham after both clubs reach an agreement regarding the transfer. All that is left is to sort out personal terms. So basically, before we can proceed on signing Mazraoui, we need to sell Wan Bissaka. And according to the report, Wan Bissaka is one step close to joining West Ham. We have agreed a fee between both clubs. That means United and West Ham have agreed a fee for Wan Bissaka. What is now left is for West Ham to agree personal terms with Wan Bissaka, and then that deal can progress, and then that deal can be done. He can fly to London and go and do his medicals, and it's going to be a year we go and all that. And according to the report also, it says that the transfer fee for Mazraoui is a deal expected to be around £21 million. Tell me in the comment section, what do you think about that? Is that too much for Mazraoui? £21 million. We're going to sell Wan Bissaka for around £10 million, and we're going to sign someone to replace him for around £21 million. Tell me what you think. Mazraoui is around the same age as Wan Bissaka. They're both 26-year-old and will be 27 this year. Mazraoui is a more attacking fullback, right back, and we know that Wan Bissaka is more defensive. Many people want Wan Bissaka to stay, but you should know that Ten Hag wants to play attacking football, and Wan Bissaka does not really fit that system. Wan Bissaka is a good player, but the system is the problem. It doesn't fit that system, and he needs to go to a club whereby he can go and carry on his defensive traits a lot more openly and freely. But as United, we need someone that is very, very, very good going forward, putting in crosses and then overlapping ahead of the wingers and the midfielders. So that's why we're getting someone like Mazraoui, and that's why we have someone like Dalo. That's why we have Shaw also, because those three players can do the job and do it very, very well. And surprisingly, according to the report, it says that PSG has reached an agreement in principle for Jadon Sancho. However, as it stands, he is not the number one priority, and United wants €60 million for Jadon Sancho. Tell me in the comment section, what is the best price for Jadon Sancho? Is 60 million too much or too small for Jadon Sancho? But according to the report, we have PSG and Jadon Sancho have agreed personal terms basically, but he's not a priority. Probably they'll look at signing other players, and if it doesn't really work, then maybe Sancho is like in the top three, maybe he's on the third, so they might look at signing the first, second. If it doesn't work for the two, then they might look at him. But they have basically agreed personal terms with him, so that in case they want to go forward on that deal, it will be a lot more easier for them to do that. So Sancho is one step away from leaving United, but it all depends on PSG, and also it depends on how we negotiate for that deal, because PSG, I don't think we want to pay €60 million for Jadon Sancho. Also want to sign Manuel Ugarte, so maybe there might be something that can be done in that deal. PSG are going to sign a new defensive midfielder in João Neves, and they will look at selling Manuel Ugarte. And we want Manuel Ugarte, they also want Sancho. So can we do a deal that involves Manuel Ugarte coming to Man United and Jadon Sancho going to PSG? We will see about that. But right here, right now, personal terms with PSG have been agreed with Jadon Sancho. What is remained is to negotiate the fee. But right here, he's not their priority. They're looking at other players, and when they feel they want to sign him, then we'll negotiate with them and agree a fee. And next on the list, we have Christian Eriksen, because the report says United are ready to sell Christian Eriksen this summer for around €5 million. Both Anderlecht and Ajax are interested in signing him. Of course, we know that Christian Eriksen definitely wants to go. He wants to play regular first-team football, and if he goes to clubs like Anderlecht and Ajax, he will definitely get that. But as United, we already have our midfield players that we are already expecting to start. We have Minor, we have if Casemiro stays, Casemiro of course is ahead of him in the defensive role. We have Minor, we have Mount, we have Scott McTominay. All these players, as of last season, are starting ahead of Eriksen. So we expect that if he stays, he's definitely not going to get any chance to play in that midfield regularly. So he will go, and according to the reports, United will sell him for around €5 million. Not bad. He has 1 year left on his contract, and he's going to go to either Anderlecht or Ajax. Let's see how that deal develops. And for the disappointment of our two injuries to Rasmus Højlund and Elneny Euro, the report coming out today is that we'll get an update on that in the next 24 hours. For Rasmus Højlund, it looks like Rasmus Højlund's injury is less serious than Nelly Yoro's injury. And according to the report, that Ten Hag is really worried that Yoro might be out for a while. But for Rasmus Højlund, he'll probably miss our next game against Real Betis, but might be back for our game against Liverpool a week today. But according to Ten Hag, he said that test has to be done, and in the next 24 hours, we'll see how the injury develops, and then the test results will come out, and we'll know how long both players are going to be out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there's nothing serious wrong with both players, and we can see them back in action in the coming week. Forward to a good week. Let's see what happens in terms of going in and coming out, because honestly, I don't expect too much, but Wan Bissaka's future will be resolved this week, most likely. We'll also get the future concerning Manuel Ugarte, what happens, because once PSG sells João Neves, the next thing will be to sell Manuel Ugarte. And we want Manuel Ugarte. Let's see how that thing can progress between the clubs. Is Jadon Sancho going to leave? Is Eriksen going to leave? Is Scott McTominay also too going to leave? That is questions we have to ask ourselves. There's no certainty on all those things now, but as the day progresses, as the week progresses, we'll get some updates on everything. Stay tuned.